Good morning and welcome to this short and sweet, gentle morning flow where we're looking to open up and energize the upper part of your body but in a nice and gentle way. So if you feel a little tired and you want to start your day with a bit of a movement, a bit of a mobility and wake up the upper part of your body, so from your neck to the shoulders to the mid-back all the way down to the lower back, this is perfect class for you. I invite you to come into a cross-legged seat, comfortable cross-legged seat, maybe a little cushion or pillow underneath your bum to elevate the pelvis. And then let your palms to be nice and heavy on the top of your thighs. Lift that chest and then close down the eyes. Keep your shoulders nice and heavy, and before we start moving, search for a bit of a stillness. Quieten your body, quieten your mind, and just start focusing on your breath. Taking a deep long inhale through the nose, fill up your lungs with fresh air. Breathing out to soften and let go. Notice the way you sit and how your body is feeling this morning. One more big breath as you go just a little bit taller. And as you exhale, soften and release. Keeping the eyes closed, eyelids heavy. Just start creating a little circle movement into your neck. So tilt your ear to your shoulder, chin to your chest, ear to the other shoulder. Move nice and slow. The neck can feel pretty tight and stiff first thing in the morning, but it's really important to bring a bit of awareness into your neck and moving into your neck before you start your day. Reverse the circles, take it to the opposite direction, gently when you're tilting the head back. Noticing any clicks, any pops around the neck, any tightness or stiffness that you might be experiencing. Find a circle as we are. And lift your head back through the center. Feel free to keep the eyes closed as we lean forward a little bit. Start creating a circle movement, but start adding on the movement from the mid-back, the back of your shoulders, the lower back, all the way down to the pelvis. So visualize your chest drawing a massive circles around your hips, around the tailbone as you roll into the side, rolling back through the sitting bones, separate the shoulder blades and to the other side. Absolutely no rush, especially if you have just waken up and you're doing this first thing in the morning. Take it a little easier. Give your body a time to wake up. Give your body a time to find what feels good, what feels tight. Give your body a time to move and explore. Reverse the circles. Perhaps lean forward a little bit more. Out to the side and roll all the way back. Keep holding onto your knees for support. Finding more space at the chest as we lean forward. And then finding more space at the back of your shoulders as you roll back through those sitting bones. Finish off your last circle. And let's meet in the center. Lift your chest out, open up your eyes as you reach those arms up nice and high. Lengthen, reach up, look up and maybe your palms to meet on the top of your head. And with a breath out, your left palm to reach to the ground as your right arm is the one that reaches up and over to the left. Big side body stretch. And inhale, lift, and I would like you to bring your right palm to the space behind you and your left palm on the top of your right knee into a gentle twist. Start easy. We're going to repeat this pattern twice more. Big sway with the arms. Inhale, reach up. On the exhale, side bends to the left. Bend your left elbow. Maybe your left elbow can reach a little closer to the ground. Take the whole of the length of your inhale to lift. As you move the arms and coming into your gentle twist. The left palm holding onto your right thigh. Perhaps twist a little deeper. Find one of these nice big movements. Free up the space around the shoulders, the upper back. Take it into the side and maybe your left elbow can reach the ground now. Take it back through the center, inhale. And take the whole of the length of the exhale to find your twist. Waking up the core, waking up the spine muscles. The right arm to come all the way forward to cross on the top of your left. And wrap your arms once or twice into your eagle arms. Cats and cows from here, 3 of these. Inhale, reach the fingertips up to the sky. Draw your elbows away from the chest. And as you breathe out, elbows towards your belly button, hollow out the chest around the upper back. 2 more. Can we go a little bit more up with the elbows? Looking at the fingertips, gentle, kind back bend here. And drive your elbows towards the belly button, maybe a little bit lower. Maybe your elbows can find your shins, your thighs, maybe the ground. Find one of these. You find your shape, you find your position, you find what feels good to you and your body this morning. And with the next breath around the spine, elbows towards your belly button or to the ground. Start making your way up through the center. I would like you to take hold onto your elbows as you bring your head through the gap between the arms, like we're looking out from the windows. Hello world, good morning world, little movement here, a little side to side, a little twist, little circle here, whatever feels good to you. Use this morning practice to wake the body up, to notice what feels good and what feels tight, to energize your body before you start your day. What a great start of a day. And then from here, start reaching the fingers up to the sky, lengthen palms are facing forward. And on the exhale, just gentle activation of the muscles at the back of your shoulders as you squeeze those shoulder blades together, cactus the arms. Twice more, breathe in and lengthen, reach up. Breathe in out, squeeze the shoulder blades together, waking up. And strengthen the muscles at the back of your shoulders, usually pretty tight and maybe weak. Inhale, reach up and lengthen. On the exhale, cactus the arms. Feel the strength happen in the back of your shoulders, open in the front of your shoulders. Hold here. See if you can bring your elbows further back, open up the chest more and start reaching the fingers to the ground at the back. Lift the chest more, open as much as you can. And start bringing the feet a little bit wider than your hips at the front. Open up your chest, keep squeezing the shoulder blades together. Now really lift into your heart space up. And then start bringing your knees from one side to another. Dropping the knees into the ground, but your bum stays grounded. Your head can turn the opposite direction as your knees are going. Just noticing the hips, the inner thighs, the lower back. If that feels better for you, see if you can lift the palm cheek off the ground, maybe into a deep opening. Or simply keep the bum on the ground. That might be enough for you for today, for this morning. A couple more of these. So when you're turning your knees to the right, we're looking over the left shoulder. When we're bringing the knees to the left, looking over the right shoulder. Finish off your last one. Let's meet back in a seated position. Doesn't matter which leg is in the front, maybe change the crossing of your legs, whatever feels comfortable for you. Inhale, reach those arms up. Again, lengthen, find as much length as you can. Reach up through the fingertips. And with the next breath out, your right palm is the one that finds the ground as your left arm is reaching over to the right. Take the whole of the length of the inhale to lift. As your right palm is searching for the left thigh. Go a little easy with it first. Twist, energize, stay cool. 2 more, nice big sweep. Use the whole of the length of your inhale to move from one pose to another. On the exhale, find length through the left side of your body. Expand the ribs on the left side. Breathing in center. Breathing out to twist. Maybe turn your gaze to the space behind you. Go easy on that neck. The neck is following the movement of the spine. Finishing of your last one. Maybe your right elbow can now ground. And then keep your left sitting bone heavy on the floor. Breathe it in, lift it into the final twist as you take a full breath out here. Turn the chest to the sides. The left arms from the back to come all the way forward, to cross at the top of your right and wrap your arms once or twice. Start moving through your cat and cow spine. Breathe it in, inhale. Breathing out to round. Feel free to breathe with the eyes closed. 2 more, inhale, gentle movements. Breathing out, elbows to your belly button, maybe a little bit lower, maybe all the way to the ground. You do you. Find one here. Just find a gentle heart opener here, elbows up to the sky, fingers to the space behind you. Breathing out to rounds, hollow out that chest. Start bringing the elbows all the way towards the ceiling. Slide your fingers up as you grab hold onto your elbows. And again, a little sway here. Maybe a circle movement. Flex in the chest, the thoracic spine, the side of your body. Those shoulders as you gently drive the biceps to the back of your ears, the elbows to the space behind you. Start reaching the fingers up to the sky, open up the chest, breathe and lengthen. And as you breathe out, just once, cactus the arms as you open up the chest as much as you can. I'll show you from the side, so elbows are reaching to the space behind you, chest forward, lots of energy through the back of your body, lots of opening through the front part of your body. And then from here, let go of the arms, reach those hands forwards, roll through the knees, and into tabletop all fours. From your tabletop, keep your hands to the front part of your mat. As you bring your bum to your heels, find a length through the whole of the spine, from the neck down to the tailbone, as you drive your sitting bones to your heels and crawl your fingers forwards. We continue with the movement. With the next breath in, round the spine, bring your chin into your chest, create a big space between the chest and the ground, and then take it all the way forward, shoulders above the fingertips. And then start making your way back as you create a little arch through the spine and take it back into a child's pose. 2 more of these. Round, hollow out the chest, chin, squeeze the glutes, lean forward. And then arch your sitting bones all the way down to the child's pose. Final one of these. Press the palms to the ground, shoulders above your fingertips. Waking up the wrists, the forearms. And then arch as you drive your sitting bones to your heels. Let's all meet all the way forward into the front part of your mat. Pause here, tuck your tailbone, and start slowly lowering. Drive your elbows to the side of the ribs, control the length in. Press the tops of your feet to the ground, lifting to your variation of your cobra. Can be low. Open up the chest just a little bit more, elbows bent back. Keep your neck very, very long. And then from here, lift, arch that spine, as you take it back into a child's pose. Same movement, we just did it on the little cobra lift. Twice more round the spine, the biggest movement you can create in the spine. And from here, bend your elbows, strong arms, strong core, drive the elbows to the side of the ribs. Lift into perhaps a little bit of a higher cobra, careful with any ache or pain coming from the lower back. This should feel good, it should feel nice. And take it back into a child's pose. We're coming into the last one, round the spine all the way forward. So belly in, have the belly in towards the spine, and from here bend your elbows, control the length in, chest you come down to the ground. From here we slide the chest forward, we open up the chest, we roll the shoulders back and down, lift chin is parallel to the ground, squeeze the glutes, pubic bone press into the ground. And then from here take it back into a child's pose. Gorgeous work. Let's continue with the gentle movement, roll through the spine, and I want you to come into the all fours and straight into a first downwards facing dog. Looking at your feet, as we bring in one heel at a time to the ground, and continue with that movement, heels to ground, toes forward as you start taking your down dog for a walk, and walking all the way towards the front part of your mat. So we go heel toes, feel free to bend your knees. And take it all the way forward out to the front part of your mat, softening to your knees. Start sliding your hands up your shins, bring your palms all the way to the top of your thighs and lift that chest. Crown of the head is reaching forward, sitting bones back, belly in, spine muscles active. And then from here, reach the fingers to the space behind you, find a lot of energy through the back of your shoulders, the back of your body. Hold what you have for 3, quads are active, thighs active. Knees are slightly bent, try not to overlock into your knees. Holding for 2, keep breathing. Hold for 1. Link your fingers at the back, bend your knees, belly to your thighs, chin to your chest. Keep your fingers linked as you let your pinky fingers, side of your palms drop into the ground and your shoulders towards your ears. A little movement here, we are in a ragdoll pose variation where you're keeping the arms heavy, head heavy. Give me a little yes, a little no here, chin into the chest. Whatever feels good to you, side to side movement, or you might prefer to hold a stillness. And that's absolutely fine. Work with your body, listen to your own body. Bring your palms to the ground and step your right foot back. Nice big step back with the right foot, bringing the right knee to the ground. Inhale, lift into your low lunge. Tuck your toe and activating the right glute. And then you exhale, sinking those hips just a little deeper, but bring your arms back. Very kind and gentle back bend. Careful not to collapse into your lower back and compress the spine. We want to elongate from the lower back, create a length, and just open into your chest. One more big breath as you are. Inhale, lengthen. And with the next breath out, with your left hand, take hold into your right wrist and take it into the gentle side bend. Start bringing both of your hands back onto the ground. Hand stays down, lift your right knee off the ground and slide your right foot to meet your left in high plank. Inhale, plank. On the exhale, knees to the ground. Bend your elbows, same as we did a few times already. Slow control landing. From here, press the tops of your feet to the ground and lift into perhaps a higher cobra. Open up your chest. If you prefer to keep your cobra low, absolutely fine. Just feel the strength at the back of your body and the energy running through the front part of your body. Start making your way back into a child's pose. Arch the spine back to your heels. Taking one big breath as we are breathing in. Curl the fingers a little bit more forward. Soften and let go with the next breath out. Let's continue. Lean forward all fours, spread your fingers wide. Curl your toes down and under, lift into a downward facing dog. Look at your feet, neck in line with your spine. Start bending and extending one leg at a time, driving the heels to the ground, setting your tailbone up. And as you walk through the feet, let's take the down dog for a walk as we walk forward, heel toes, very slow steps. Heel toes, all the way forward, heel toes, until we meet at the front of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift, but pretty active one. So slide your hands up your thighs, but we're no longer using the hands to support you. We need to lift those arms back and reach your fingers to the space behind you. So your torso is parallel to the ground, the hips driving at the back of your heels, quads active, spine muscles active, tight squeeze of the back of your shoulders, neck in line with the spine by looking down to the ground. Breathing in. And link your fingers, try to have the other thumb on the top, linking the fingers the other way. And then bend your knees, take you all the way into a nice big, deep forward fold. Maybe your palms can find one another now, pressing the palms in towards one another, linking the fingers, and then a little movement is all come here. It's great to move in the morning rather than holding positions in one pose, just to explore, to wake the body up, to wake those muscles. And release. Let go of the arms, place your palms to the ground, bend your knees as much as you need to as we step the left foot back. The left knee to come down to the ground and straight to a lift, straight to attack the tailbone. Gentle squeeze into your left glute. Inhale to reach, and on the exhale, just think chest forward, hips forward, and thumbs to the space behind you. Your palms are facing one another. Perhaps take it a little deeper, a little lower, but nothing too strong. Think length and space, rather than how low can you drop into the pose. Lift it into the chest and the next breath in. And with the next breath out, your right hand is taking hold onto your left wrist. And take your arms to the right and stretch out the left side of your body. From the hip to the waist, to the shoulder, to the fingertips. Return back through the center, hands onto the ground. Lift the left knee off the floor. And then slide your right foot to meet your left in a high plank. For one more last time, drop your knees to the ground. Start bending the elbows, gently brushing the elbows to the side of the ribs. Take it slow. Press the tops of your feet to the ground and slide your chest forward. Lift into a nice high cobra. Last cobra after this class. Lift. Keeping your arms straight, lean forward a little bit so we can arch through the spine and drive your sitting bones to your heels into a child's pose. Take another big breath here, but we keep energizing the body. So lift the elbows, lift the forearms off the ground to let your chest to ground. To bring your chest closer to the floor. Look forward, we're coming into the puppy pose from here. So keep your elbows and your forearms off the ground. Just crawl your fingers forward, forward, forward until the hips are above the knees. And then from here, little cat and cow movement. So look forward, chin, chest to the ground. And with the next breath out, round, hollow out the chest, separate your shoulder blades. 2 more of these. So think about this as a cat and cow movement, but just the upper back is getting involved. The back of your shoulders. The lower part of the spine is just following that movement. Finish on your last, now look forward, dropping the nipple line to the ground. And around as you hollow out, which is a massive separation of the shoulder blades, broaden through the back of your shoulders. Start holding into your stillness in your puppy. Whenever you use your forehead on the ground. If you're searching for more, bring your chin and your chest to the ground. Choose any of these 2 variations. We are here for 3 cycles of breath. The lower back is long and spacious. Either chin to the ground or forehead. See if you can lift the elbows and your forearms off the ground as well. And again, because this is a morning practice, maybe have a little sway from side to side here. Roll your forehead from right to left, left to right. How are your shoulders feeling? How is the upper back feeling? Find a breath. And then start walking your hands back in towards you. We'll meet in a tabletop, all 4s, knees underneath your hips. Keep your belly tucked in and your hips in one line, so hips square. With the next breath in, the right elbow is the one that reaches up first. And extend your right arm, looking at the fingers off your right hand. Your belly button stays pointed down, your hips stay square. And the right arm is the one that goes underneath your chest into a threaded needle shape. Bring your right ear, right cheek to the ground. And press the fingers of your left hand to the ground and see if you can look up. Holding here for 3 breaths. Start slowing down that breath. Quieten your body, quieten your minds as we slowly approaching the end of the morning class. And we hopefully already feeling a beautiful energy running through the body. One more big breath. A little bit more towards the right shoulder, a little bit more towards the right side of your body to intensify. Your left palm presses to the ground so we can lift back into all 4s. And straight onto the other side, your left arm is the one that lifts up. Reach up through the fingertips, hold what you have. Your belly button and your hips stay square and pointed down. It's just the thoracic spine that is rotated, awakening. Your left arm to go underneath your right, left ear, left cheek to come down to the ground. The right hand is here to help you. So gently press the fingers of your right palm to the ground and start leaning a little bit more towards the left side. Drive those hips back. Breathing in and out through the nose, maybe closing down the eyes. Find a breath. And then release, press the right palm to the ground. From your tabletop, curl your toes down and under. And then start making your way sitting on your heels. Your left hand is reaching towards your left heel. The right hand is the one that sweeps forward and slightly out to the side into your little half camel variation. So gentle activation of the glutes. Open into your chest. And now start turning the chest and your gaze up to the sky. Lift the chest as much as you can. Making sure we breathe, the chest is expanding. We created a double chin and we're never dropping your head back in a camel pose or any back bend. Bring it back down, nice and slow. Your right palm is reaching towards the right heel. Sweep your left arm out to the right side. And then stay in this little side opening. Maybe this is where we would like to stay. Pause here, drive those hips forward. And then see if you can open up the chest a little bit more. Lift through the front part of your body. As we now reach into the space behind us into beautiful camel pose. One more big breath. And then release very slow and gentle out of the pose. Bring both of your hands back onto the ground. Tops of your feet to the ground. Hands on either side of your feet with your palms facing up. And we're going to finish off this gentle flow in a child's pose with the forehead resting on your mat. And let your shoulders to drop towards your ears. Round from the upper back. Lower back is heavy. And because now the belly is compressed, your belly is resting on your thigh. Breathe into the back of your heart. Breathe into the back of your lungs. Feel the back of your shoulders to rise and fall with your breath. Feel the ribcage to expanding to the sides and then closing with your breath. Using the whole of the capacity of your lungs. Just for a few cycles of breath, stay the complete stillness. Let your body, let your mind to return back into the neutral. Back into your day, back into your morning. Last 3 cycles of breaths. Breathing in. Soften and let go. Last 2. Filling up your lungs with fresh air, fresh energy for the day. Breathing out, letting go of all the negative energy, negative thoughts, any sensation, any emotions. Let that go now. Find a breath. Let it all out. Ooh, just start slowly rolling up through the spine, 1 vertebra at the time. If sitting on your heels is not comfortable, come into your comfortable cross-legged seats. Place the left palm onto your heart space, the right palm on the top of it. Gently press the palms onto your chest. Tuck your chin in. Lightly turn up the corners of your mouth. Create a little smile on your face. And let's keep the smile on your face for the rest of the day. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I wish you a wonderful day. Thank you very much. See you soon. Bye bye.